big step forward, I guess, to explore the south pole of the moon for water. I think that's the main.
And what I was thinking, Jay,
Yes,
moreover, whatever it's proved Indian scientist, Indian education, Indian capabilities. That sense, I was thinking this will create more historical steps for all of us.
it is. It is. It is. It is very much so. Very much so. Um, that is a good result. Let us then begin again. Comfortable seated posture. Any meditative posture, spine comfortably erect. Head, gently bring the head right over the spine. We tend to have the head leaning forward by all the devices that we use in our life, phones, screens of any type. Slightly tucking your chin in and sliding the head back just a bit. And that'll naturally get you to sit taller. Shoulders relaxed. Elbows comfortably bent, and bring the elbows by the sides of your body if you can. And place the back of your hands on your thighs, palms facing up, eyes softly closed. 3 deep breaths. After taking 3 deep breaths, continue to stay with each breath. Normal breathing. A relaxed awareness of the whole body breathing in and out. Nothing to force, nothing to resist. Stay with the flow of life as it flows. Yoga is a journey of discovery, of what is already inherent in all of us. Nothing to accomplish. It's a journey of realization of what is already there. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. May this practice be best for the benefit of all. Chin to the chest, stretching the back of your neck. Gently opening your eyes. Inhaling, take the arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down to the chest, looking down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, looking down. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, looking down. One more round. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Come up to standing. Broad stance. As broad as you can comfortably. 3 feet. Allow the toes to point directly forward, hands on your waists. Usually we tend to stand with the toes pointing outward. Consciously make the toes point directly forward, hands on the waist. In particular, you don't want to have the weight collapsing the inner arches. A balanced feet. Take the arms to the sides parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Raise the arms just a bit higher, not all the way higher. Next inhalation, move your hips forward, chest forward, back bend, look up, and allow the arms to hang behind you and toward the ground as best as you can. Stretching the throat if you can. Next exhalation, come up straight and bend from the hips forward and hug yourself tightly, chin to the chest. 4 more rounds. Inhaling back and exhaling forward. Stretching the throat as you go back and stretching the back of your neck as you go forward. Chin to the chest, hugging yourself tightly. As you are going back, the shoulder blades going toward each other. And as you hug yourself, shoulder blades going away from each other. Always keeping balance on your feet. You're not tipping on the toes nor on the heels. A solid foundation, as with any posture. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhale, center. Exhaling, bending toward the right wall. Bend laterally toward the right wall. Allow the right arm to hang behind the right leg. Allow the weight of the head pull the right side of the head toward the right side of the shoulder. Stretch the left arm up toward the ceiling and then take the left arm up and over toward the right wall. Now you should feel the stretch from the left fingers all the way down to the left foot. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, bending toward the left wall, left arm hanging behind the left leg. Left ear falling down toward the left shoulder, right arm up toward the ceiling and then stretch it toward the left wall. Inhaling, center. 4 more rounds. Not mechanical movements, conscious movements, not out of habit or gravity doing the work, but conscious movements. It is not about the degree to which you bend, it is about how much are you able to reach courageously to your edge. You might find the edge in 2 degrees, and others might find the edge in 20 degrees. Doesn't matter. You find the edge. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist, stand relaxed. When I say diligence, I mean courageously approaching the edge. And when I say avoid aggression, wisely honoring the edge and not aggressively crossing the edge. And the whole practice is to do this with attention so we don't cross into aggression, but be courageous in approaching the edge. Arms up, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, twisting to the right as best as you can. Look over the right shoulder. Look through the corner of your eyes. And inhaling, center. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Inhaling, center. 4 more rounds. After completing, release the arms, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Utkatasana, chair pose variation. Bend your knees as much as you can. The knees are not going further than your big toes, but keep the balance on your feet. You should feel the posture on your Front of the knee, top of the knees, the thigh muscles, the quad muscles being engaged. 5. Very good, Rishabh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release arms. Bring your feet comfortably closer. Stand relaxed. E, have you practiced sun salutations? What we call Surya Namaskara. Have you practiced sun salutations before?
No, learning.
You have?
No,
You have not. Okay.
no, I have.
Probably she has because she has done some yoga classes. So just maybe the sequence of postures. I
Okay.
think she will. I think she will know this the sequence. Maybe just
Nice.
not what it is
Nice.
called. I
We
would.
will practice one round together so she can know the sequence that we use. Sure,
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 sure.
Rishabh. Very nice.
Okay.
Stand relaxed. Take another deep breath, exhale. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Tadasana is a mountain posture. Standing tall like a mountain. Feet close together. The weight on your feet even, neither on the toes nor on the heels. Now, habitually, you may be standing with your hips pushed forward or hips pushed back or shoulders slouching. Make the micro adjustments to bring the knees, tighten the knees just a bit. The kneecaps gently pulled up. Feet close together. Even if you're not able to bring your feet all the way together, the inner edges of your feet are parallel to each other. The kneecaps on top of the elbows, ankles, and then bring the hips right on top of the knees and ankles. And bring the shoulders right on top of the hips. And then gently slide the head back, chin parallel to the ground, so the head is right on top of the spine, shoulders relaxed. The palms are facing the sides of your thighs. Imagine a thread connected to the roof of your head, pulling the head up toward the ceiling. And the energy to take the head higher comes all the way from the inner arches of your feet. You might even slightly press the big toes and the balls of your feet around the big toes down to generate the energy from the inner arches through the legs, through the spine, through the head up. Namaskara Mudra, folded hands. Inhaling, take the arms all the way up and do a back bend. Look up. Move the hips forward first as you go back. Now keep the balance on your feet even. Next exhalation, bending from the hips forward, all the way down, head down. Head down. A surrender, an attitude of surrender. You can bend your knees, not a problem. Allow the shoulders to be relaxed, head to be relaxed. An attitude of surrender. Next inhalation, take your right foot back, long step back. Look up. Make the adjustments to get the front knee the left knee on top of the left ankle. And you're looking up, back foot, right foot is on the toes. Right heel trying to go toward the back wall as you look up and feel the stretch on the front of the right hip. Left foot back, plank posture. Bring the shoulders right over the wrists. You're on the toes. Hips up. If your hips are sagging down, bring the hips up. Abdomen fully engaged, shoulder blades away from each other. Your head, spine, and legs in aligned as best. And the soft gaze is between the fingertips. Gently drop your knees down to the mat. Slowly start bending the elbows and take the chest and chin down to the mat. Next inhalation, scoop forward, toes pointing backward, cobra posture. Next exhalation, downward dog. Press through the palms. Your head is receding away from your palms as best as you can, head down. You can bend the knees, you may be on the toes. Even if you're not able to keep the heels down, that is okay. But keep the back straight as best as you can. In fact, look to the palms and straighten the back, and then head down. Next inhalation, right foot forward, horse posture, Ashvasanchalana. Even if you need to take 2-3 steps to bring the right foot forward, do that. And bring the right knee on top of the right ankle between the palms. Next exhalation, left foot forward, full forward bend, Uttanasana. Head down, surrender. Next inhalation, arms up, come up, move the hips forward, look up, take the arms back, keep the balance on your feet. And then Namaskara Mudra, folded hands at the heart center, come to center. This is half a round of a sun salutation in the sequence that we use. Take a deep breath, exhale. It is not about how others are doing or not able to do. It is about the attention to courageously look for the edge of the posture, whatever the edge may be. Understand the spirit of the posture and look for the edge, and wisely honor the edge. Next inhalation, back bend, arms up, look up, move the hips forward first. Next exhalation, forward bend. Surrender, an attitude of complete surrender. You're not trying to prove anything to anybody, not even to yourself. You're already complete. And this journey is to discover that. Next inhalation, left foot back, long step back. Look up. Right foot back, plank. Next exhalation, gently dropping the knees down. Bend your elbows, keep the elbows close to the body as you place your chest and chin on the mat. Next inhalation, scooping forward, cobra posture. Look up, toes pointing to the back, big toes touching each other, forming the tail of the cobra. You don't have to use the strength of the palms to come up. Use the strength of the back muscle to come up. Next exhalation, tuck your toes in, downward dog. Keep the back as straight as you can. Head completely loose. The roof of your head facing the mat. The shoulder blades on your back gently squeezing toward each other. Next inhalation, left foot forward. Even if you have to take 2-3 steps, bring the left foot between the palms, the left knee on top of the left ankle, back heel going toward the back wall, looking up, feeling the stretch. And then next exhalation, back foot forward, full forward bend. Head down, surrender. Next inhalation, back bend. Move the hips forward, take the arms up and back, chest forward and up, head forward, or you are looking up. Comfortable, if you're comfortable, drop the head in the back. Next exhalation, straighten up, palms to the heart center. Release the arms. Any questions, E or anybody who is new to sun salutation, Surya Namaskara practice?
Thanks. I'm okay. Not completely 100%, but most of them can do.
Good, good. E. Do the best you can. That is all I'm asking for. There is no
Yeah.
perfection at all. There's no need to chase for perfection at all. We are already perfect, and we are discovering that. The practice is to courageously look for the edge in each of the postures. And the edge could be different from practice to practice, morning to evening. In fact, we are going to practice this 2 more times, and you might find the edges being very different in each of the postures. Attention allows you to avoid aggression and cause injuries. Take a deep breath, exhale. Tadasana, mountain posture. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. 2 more rounds of Surya Namaskara at your own pace, diligence and attention. Begin. 2 more rounds to make it a 3-round practice today. Hmm. If the mind wanders away and you are habitually practicing out of habit, break the autopilot mode, full manual mode. Each movement consciously practiced. After completing, separate your feet comfortably, stand relaxed. Your chin parallel to the ground, soft gaze forward and down, a natural gaze, downward gaze. And this is another good opportunity to pay attention to the body sensations, the energetic movements, energetic state of the body, the emotional state of the body. The whole practice until now might have changed, or even changing. It's all changing anyway. The flow of emotions could be positive emotions, neutral, negative. Mm, These are objects in our consciousness, like clouds passing across the sky. Different colored clouds, but always moving clouds. Three deep breaths. Today, we will approach few postures that will allow us to pay attention to the lower legs. Last session, we practiced with hip as the focus today. There is no posture that is just about a particular part of the body. It is just that we could use these postures to pay attention more. That is all. Feet hip width apart. Toes pointing directly forward. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Inhaling, come up onto the toes as best as you can, reaching for the ceiling. Exhaling, heels down. 4 more rounds. Come up onto the toes as best as you can, reach for the ceiling as you inhale, exhaling, heels down. After completing 5 rounds, release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Come to the front of the mat, feet hip width apart. Hands on your waist. Come up onto the toes. Walk back toward the back of the mat on the toes, keeping on the toes. all the way to the back of the mat and walk forward to where you started. If it's too painful, take breaks. After coming to the front of the mat, heels down, take a deep breath, exhale. Now come onto the heels and walk all the way back to the back end of the mat. And walk to the front of the mat where you started. Again, if it's too painful, take breaks. After coming to the starting point, take a deep breath, exhale. Now come onto the outer edges of your feet. You're standing on the outer edges of your feet. The inner arches are up. And walk all the way to the back of the mat, just on the outer edges of your feet. You will feel intense stretch on the ankle, the outside of the ankle, the side of the ankle, as you press down. After completing, take a deep breath, exhale. Bring your feet just outside the mat. Bring your feet just outside the mat. Now, hands on the waist. Now come on to the inner edges of your feet. The outer edges of your feet are off the ground. Now walk all the way back to the end of the mat and come. You can do this with your children. If you have children, they might have fun doing this, like a duck walk. After completing, bring your feet hip width apart. Stand relaxed, release your arms and stand relaxed. Feet close together. Bend your right knee, hands on the waist. Bend your right knee and bring the right knee up. Now your entire weight is on the left foot. Stabilize here. Bring the knee up as best as you can. And allow the foot to hang loose. Foot is hanging loose, right knee up, 5, 4. This strengthens the left leg. 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring the left knee up. Left knee as high as you can. Allow the left foot to hang loose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the left foot down. Release the arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Feet close together. Raise the arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground. This might also help in balancing. Palms facing down. Bend the right knee and bring the right knee up as much as you can. Straighten the right knee, right toes pointing to the front. And raise the entire right leg up with the knee straight as best as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee and place the foot down, release the arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Raise the arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing down. Bring the left knee up as much as you can. And straighten the left knee, left toes pointing to the front. And lift the entire leg up as best as you can. You will feel the posture in the left quad muscles, bringing the lower leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, place the foot down, release the arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Feet hip width apart. We're going to practice Utkatasana. Feet hip width apart. I see a lag in the video, but I hope you're able to hear me okay. Any of you
Yes.
can?
Yes,
Okay.
Jay.
Okay, thank you, Rishabh. Feet hip width apart. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Bend your knees deeply. Your knees are not going in front of the big toes. In fact, if you look down, you should be able to see the big toes. Your arms and back in a line. Your arms, head, your ears are by the sides of your upper arms. And make the micro adjustments to bring the weight distribution even on your feet. Now, if you have excessive rotation of your hips, see if you can tuck your tailbones toward your heels. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4. You should feel the posture, knees and thighs. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now bring your feet just outside the mat. Your inner edges of your feet parallel to the mat. It's a variation of Utkatasana. Take another deep breath, exhale. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Keep the arms and spine, the head, arms, and spine as a unit as you bend your knees as deeply as you can. Keep the weight distribution on your feet even. If you're going too much toward the heels, lean forward to bring the weight even on your toes. So the entire feet is even, your tailbone reaching for the heels. It's not excessive back bend here. 5 deep breaths. Your soft gaze is front and forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring your feet close together, front of the mat, Tadasana. In fact, bring your feet hip width apart. Front of the mat, hip width apart. Namaskar Mudra. Heart. Hands to the heart center. Inhaling, back bend. Exhaling, forward bend. Inhaling, right foot back. Left foot back. Plank posture. Gently drop the knees down. Drop knees down on the mat. Now, keep the right toes on the mat like it is. Straighten the right knee and take the right heel toward the back wall. You should feel an intense stretch on the back. Manjit, your foot is down on the mat. Your foot is still down, but straightening the right knee. Yes. You should feel the stretch on the back of the calf muscles, the ankle, the calf muscles, the back of the knee, back of the thigh. You should get an intense stretch as you try to take the right heel toward the back wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right knee down. Let's go to the left side. Keeping the left toes down, straighten the left knee and feel the stretch on the left back of the left ankle, left calf muscles, back of the left knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Come up to standing. We'll do one, what they call the super brain yoga practice before we finish the session today. Bring your feet hip width apart. Toes slightly pointing outward. This will make it a bit easier. With your right index finger and thumb, grab the left ear on the other side. With your left index finger and thumb, grabbing the right earlobe. Now, keep the shoulders relaxed. Without aggression, bend your knees as best as you can. And if you can come to squat, come all the way to squat. Or bend as best as you can. Then inhaling, come up. 4 more rounds. No aggression. Courageously looking for your edge with each round. At your own pace. After completing 5 rounds, release arms. Lie down on your back. Hug the knees, rock back and forth. Release any tension that you might have built up on around the spine, the neck. As you go back, your knees are trying to come toward the head. As you go forward, the feet are reaching the mat. And you're hugging the knees as best as you can tightly. Side to side, all the way to the right side. You can even keep your head on the ground when you're doing this. Relax the shoulders. Release the grip on your knees a bit as you roll side to side. And settle back down. Release the legs and surrender in Shavasana, corpse posture. Your legs are separated, feet relaxed. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Turn your head side to side and find a nice spot for the back of your head. Preferably palms facing up if that relaxes your shoulders. Relax your head, forehead, cheeks. Are you holding on to your jaws? Relax the jaws. If you have any frowns on your face, life is good. So you can relax. Perhaps have a smile on your face. You're so fortunate to get this opportunity to practice today. Relax the shoulders, arms. Relax your lower back. Relax your hip joints. Are you holding on to your legs? No need. Give it to gravity. Knees relaxed. Ankles and feet relaxed. A complete surrender of the body to gravity. Rest your awareness on your abdomen, staying with each breath. Relax. Relax. Nothing to hold on to. Nothing to run away or resist. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently move your fingers and toes. Bring the legs together. Stretch the arms up, interlacing fingers. Stretch from the fingers to toes. Release arms, bend your knees, roll onto the right side using your right arm as a pillow. Rest. When you're ready to sit up in any of your favorite meditative postures. Palms facing up, eyes closed. Take your hands back, catch the left wrist with the right hand. Inhaling, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward from the hips, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling up. Rub your palms vigorously, generating heat. Massaging your eyes with the heated palms and gently blinking your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you all so much for giving me this opportunity. Have a good evening and a good day ahead. And congratulations on Chandrayaan landing.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. It landed early for yoga.
Nice, very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
so
you,
much.
Jay.
Bye. Bye.
Namaste, Jay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.